welcome back to the crew debrief. It's another Wednesday, and so I thought while I'm home, I might as well have another special guest, and I'm very excited to bring her on. She is my best friend. So cheers, what should we drink?
Cheers. Truly. My other friends out there aren't surprised that it's pineapple.
So what are you going to talk about today?
Oya by sunset.
The most dramatic sunset story you will ever hear in your entire life. So we decided, the two of us plus our other best friend, to go to Greece. Like a yay, we're 30, yay, best friend trip, yay, they hadn't been abroad before.
We just picked Greece. We were having dessert after a movie at Bravo, and we decided just to go to Greece, the three of us. And then the guy in the booth behind us was like, sorry, couldn't help but overhear you. And he just said how he goes to Greece every year or something like that. That part's blurry, but he was like, you should do it. And then we did it!
So we went first to Athens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then to Mykonos. And then we went to Santorini, and one of my flight attendant friends met us. Santorini, for being an island, is very big. It's a very big island. And they don't really have the best public transportation system, nor are there taxis or, you know, other forms of transport. You can rent quads, you can rent cars.
Take your life into your hands. It's fine.
There are very precarious mountain cliffs involved. Cool, we booked this villa right by a bus stop. The bus stop.
We are going to get to Oya by sunset. That's what they say to do. Sure, you can see a sunset. It's going to be beautiful, but they say Oya for sunset.
We are notoriously late. And by we, I mean not the four of us. I mean the two of us. So the first night, I downloaded an app that the Airbnb host had recommended to us when we were in Athens for how to get around Greece. So I had this app to figure out the bus schedule times to go the like 15 minutes up the hill, mountain, island, whatever, to go see the stupid sunset. We're late. And we're like, wow, that bus should have been coming. Maybe we should get up there before, I don't know, the sunset sets.
There's this other guy at the bus stop, and we tried getting like a, hey buddy, has the bus come? And it didn't work. We waited for this bus, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited.
We waited so long for a bus to come on night one. Like, it was like 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, 3 buses were supposed to have shown up in the time frame that we had been waiting.
And they just weren't there.
The bus came the first night. Very late.
Missed the sunset. I think we got to Oya and it was like dark and we were like, what are we here for? Oya, really great town.
Yeah. Obviously, we still don't know if we're pronouncing it correctly.
Right, so don't slam us if we aren't.
Thank you.
Then comes night 2. I feel like we get up there at a decent time. I really do, because we didn't want what happened the night before. Like, we are determined. We are determined to make Oya by sunset.
And our dear friend from the night before was waiting at the bus again. Right. Once again, couldn't figure out what time it was coming, if it had come, how long he'd been waiting. No words. There's no bus. The bus doesn't show up.
So we were waiting at the bus stop, and then comes this random car, and it's slowing down. And it's slowing down in front of who? The guy that we went at the bus stop with. He gets in the car. It was a tiny car.
Very baby. It was 2 doors, like a 2-door coupe.
Like, yeah, a coupe.
Yeah.
Dark green.
What? It was red.
So this coupe rolls up of unknown color, and he gets in. I mean, it was a gut reaction.
Because I was mad.
And I was desperate.
I was yelling at this, you motherfucker, you knew we were waiting to go to Oya. You're not going to take us?
I was taking a nicer approach.
She's running after them going, wait.
And I was like, wait. Because I was like, this is our chance. It pulls over and we're like, oh, we got him. And they both got out of the car and put the seats down and we're like, okay, get in. To the 2-passenger coupe in the back. We were a party of 4 plus a little more.
My flight attendant friend was leaving that night, so she had her hiking backpack, which is the size of a small child, on her back. So there's her and I, there's our other friend who's just as tall as Allie, there's the flight attendant friend with the backpack, and we're staring at this backseat like, he wants us to do what now? And then someone was like, sunset. It's probably me. Everybody get in the car!
Somehow we got in. Body limbs were everywhere.
And then we went on a ride, the ride of our lives. We're winding and twisting and curving, and it's dark out and there's no streetlights anywhere, and we were like, well, this is how we die. We're either gonna roll off this mountain or they're gonna murder us. Either way, it was nice knowing you. We had a lovely time in Greece. Thanks for playing.
I thought they were nice.
So then we get there And we had come up with some money to pay them because it was very nice that they took us to see Oya by sunset. So the guy from the bus stop was in the passenger seat and his friend was driving. And his friend was like, no, keep it. We don't want it.
Very insistent. And
very insistent.
We're very insistent.
Correct.
But they were more insistent.
Yeah.
Got out of the car. Oh, here we are in Oya. Where's the sun
Where's
setting?
the sun setting at? I didn't know which part of the coast was north, south, east, west. Where does sun set at? East, west.
Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Thank you, Girl Scout.
Even if we knew what direction the sun was going down in, we didn't know what direction that was in. Then we ended up in a parking lot with all these other people. And I will insert the photo, my best photo from the sunset, because it was some bullshit, but we saw it.
We saw it. Big orange flaming globe in the air, setting beneath the sea.
Barely, correct. It was like hovering and then disappeared for all of 2 seconds.
But we saw it.
Yep, Oya by sunset. Then we had a lovely evening.
Yeah,
dinner, drinks, some beautiful photos. We managed to take the last bus back. There were only like 2 or 3 stops we had to go. We were very confident. The bus was packed.
So you're like this.
Smelling gross people. You smell.
Take us home.
We get up to our bus stop and we're yelling like, hey, this is our stop, because you have to tell them.
Yeah.
And the bus stops aren't marked unless it's one, like the terminals. I'm using terminal very loosely. So we're coming up and we're like, hey, this is our stop. And they did not stop. So the attendant man came back to me, because there was the bus driver and the attendant man, and I was like, that was our bus stop. He was like, well, you didn't tell me, so we didn't stop. I'm not a quiet person. I know you heard me yelling at you that this was our stop.
We started piping in too. Me and the others that we were with started, this is our stop. Stop the bus.
So he was like, well, no, I don't know what to tell you. We can't stop. I was like, what do you mean we can't stop? He was like, you have to ride the bus all the way to the transfer point and then get on another one and come back. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then he wanted us to pay.
He wanted us to pay. And we just sicked our most aggressive friend on him, and then we didn't pay.
Well, because it's bullshit.
It was right. We should not have paid.
No, we had already paid up to our bus stop, and then he wanted us to pay to go to the transfer point and then back. And there was a British couple that was near us that was like, that was so unfair. And I was like, thank you.
People were very supportive of our situation.
It's already scary. It's dark. There are no road lights. We were like, can you drop us off anywhere? He was like, no, we're about to go over this mountain. Well, can't drop you off there.
Right.
Okay. So we just went along for a ride and had to come all the way back. Ugh. That little man makes me angry.
So it was fine. It just took extra time. I wish it was sightseeing, but it was dark.
Fine. My butthole.
It was fine. I've come to terms with it.
So cheers. Thanks for going on that journey with us. Why is yours so much later than mine?
This is stressful.
I guess I have catching up to do. We have many stories from Greece, but that we thought was our best, funniest. Because who hitchhikes to see a sunset? Who potentially dies?
Oh my God. Don't say that.
Mom and Dad, everything was fine. Maybe we'll come back in a couple weeks. Next week, who knows? Tell another fun Greece story. I enjoyed having you.
Oh, thanks. I enjoyed being here.
Thanks for being here. Tell your friends, subscribe. It goes over here somewhere. That way? I don't know. I'm so bad at this. I'll see you next week on the next crew debrief.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Cheers.